Did you know you can perform an image search programmatically using Google Lens API? Hi, it's Hilman from SerpApi. Today we will see how to scrape Google Lens API results using a simple API. Let's take a look. We will use the Google Lens API by SerpApi, so ensure to register at serpapi.com to grab your API key. Once you are logged in, you should be able to get your API key from the dashboard. For best practice, we can create a new .env file here. You can name it whatever you want. For example, here's SerpApi API key and paste your actual API key here. Now let's create a new Python file. Since we will perform a simple get HTTP request, we will install request package. We will grab the API key from our .env file. We will install the second package here, which is the python.env file. Now back to our text editor. First, let's import the request package. To grab the value from this .env file, first we import the OS package, import the .env package, call it through this method, and then get the API key and assign it to this new variable. Next, we will set up a basic request on SerpApi. So I've prepared a new variable called params here to include all the parameters that we will need. Ensure to use your SerpApi key here. And then we will see what are the parameters we can use to scrape the Google Lens website. But for now, as you can see here, we perform a simple get request to this endpoint and include the parameter that we declared here before printing all the response from the search.json method. Let's take a look at the documentation here. As we can see here, the URL is required, so we have to have a public image link that we hosted somewhere before we start using it on our Google Lens API. So I've opened ImageBB here as our image hosting provider. Of course, you can use whatever service do you want. I will upload one image here, and let's open it a new tab. Ensure to get the final image URL here with some image format at the end. Back to our text editor here, I'll put it on URL, paste the value of our public image here, and then for the engine, we need to put Google Lens here. So with the same setup here, you can access different search engines that we provide. You just need to tweak the engine and the rest of the parameters. For example, here for Google Lens, we put Google Lens as the value for the engine and tweak the parameter as we need it. So let's see what we got here. I'll run this file, and it looks like we get our results here. One tips here, once you get the search ID, you can inspect the results instead of looking at one by one here at our terminal, which is pretty hard to see. You can visit serpapi.com/searches/the search ID. So ensure you paste the search ID here /inspect. So you can get all your searches on the history here, and you can put a specific search ID to take a look at the results here. So here, for example, I've just uploaded this very image here, and then we can see here, we get the visual matches from the Google Lens website. We get the title, link, source icon, thumbnail, and the size of these thumbnails. So let's say we are only interested on specific values here. Let's say I want to grab the title, link, and also thumbnail. So I only print specific information from the visual matches response. And then we print it with a line break here. And yeah, we should see much nicer response here on our terminal. So of course you can print any data that you are interested in from the response. Here is just for an example. When you visit the actual Google Lens website, they also offer several different tabs. For example, exact message, products, and visual matches. So in this case, if you are interested on scraping these different tabs, we can take a look at our documentation, and yep, this is what we need. So we just need to use the type parameter and pick one of the options here. So let's say I'm interested in the exact message results, and we should get a different response this time, which is the exact matches. Let's print the results again. And as you can see here, now we get the results from the different tab instead. That's it. I hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below. See you on the next video. Bye.